there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker, 65 yards. And the Buccaneers have struck first in this NFC title game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. McCarthy operating from the gun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air with McCarthy. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A third down gain of 19.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his...
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
From the gun, it's Walker. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Young to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's McCarthy. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now 2nd and 9. On play action, now McCarthy. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 17 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Young. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Jordan Stout now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he rifles one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go play action. Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Straight ahead, Walker. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ken Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 70 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Young to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. James Cook, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game and And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Young will set to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Throwing, Young. Throw left side, complete to Troutman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Adam Troutman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Anthony Schwartz. 48 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Young. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they have regained the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Throwing is McCarthy. Being chased out left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over first and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 121 yards rushing for him now on the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Looking to throw, Young. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Oh, Walker showing the power. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kenneth Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now McCarthy. Steps away to his left. Open man downfield is Ridley. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Young now. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Young. He'll get this complete to the rookie 1st-round pick. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Now a run with Walker. 20. 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ken Walker, 50 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To the air with McCarthy. Open man is Waddle, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. Here's McCarthy. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. On play action, McCarthy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shot.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. James Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 33 yards. And the Bucs are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 45 yards. And the Buccaneers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. McCarthy going to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.